Hello Virgo, and welcome to your full moon reading for August the 1st. This is a general reading meant for the collective and not meant for individual messages as you would expect in a personal reading. But if you do connect, please do give me a thumbs up, and I always welcome new subscribers. When I mention astrological houses, that will be for those of you with Virgo rising. If you have a different ascendant, you might want to check out that reading for a fuller picture. I'll be pulling 3 cards for this spread and more cards for clarification as we go along. At the end, I'll pull a card from the White Light Oracle. I picked that because, not just because I like it, but also because the moon shines white light, illuminates things with its white light, and wolves are very in tune with the moon's phases. They howl at the full moon, so I thought it was very appropriate. Okay, well, let's see what you have been manifesting since the new moon. From the new moon to the full moon is a time when you set your intentions and you begin to manifest. And let's see where the moon is shining light on what area of your life. Well, we have the 4 of Cups. And 4 of Cups looks like you may be a little bit bored or apathetic about something. Now, the full moon is happening in your 6th house of health and wellness, self-care, maybe even pets, as well as self-discipline, organization. This is water energy. And the 4 of Cups is represented by the moon in Cancer. Okay, let's look at the second position, which tells us what you need to let go of, what is no longer serving you. And it looks like, yes, you're definitely bored and you're going to be walking away from something because of a lack of emotional fulfillment. Okay, let's go to the next position. And the card here will tell us what you can do to best manifest in the next, or work toward manifestation for the next new moon. You're going to be preparing for the manifestation. So let's see what's the best thing you can do. More cups. Wow, Virgo. Emotional fulfillment is very prevalent in your life right now. It's in your radar. And this represents youthful memories, nostalgia, maybe programming. We'll talk about that. We'll get some clarification. But first, let's talk about the 4 of Cups. So apparently, since the last new moon 2 weeks ago, whatever you've been manifesting whatever messages you've been sending to the universe may have had something of a lack of fulfillment vibration to them. Yes, sort of is that all there is type vibration. And this would be a lower vibration, a negative that shows a lack of gratitude, which is not, although you may want very desperately for something emotional fulfilling to come to you, you may want it and say you want it. If you express a lack of gratitude or boredom or apathy toward what once gave you emotional fulfillment. If you didn't send out affirmations that included being thankful for the blessings that you are receiving, then the universe is receiving mixed messages from you. Your prayers are sending mixed messages to God or to Spirit. When we communicate with the divine, we have to be clear not only in our words, hence the phrase, be careful what you wish for, but also in our feelings. We have to feel and believe and know that Spirit wants us to be happy, wants us to choose happiness, and wants us to attract happiness. And something may be missing there. Let's get some clarification on that. Why do we have the 6 of Cups in the area of manifestation? Why is the moon shining the light on the boredom and apathy here, the lack of appreciation? Because you want excitement in your life. You've learned recently of something that you think would be more exciting, a new pursuit. I don't know whether it's a hobby or a new line of work, if it's a promotion or a transfer to another location, but, or it may be a person, but something has attracted you and it's inspiring you, and you want that. You're not happy with what you have anymore. And that mentality of lack is what the moon is shining its light on, and what Spirit is telling you, that, well, if you're not grateful for the blessings you have had in the past, then we can't be clear on what you want in the future. You have to have that happiness vibe. Basically, you have to step into that feeling as if it's already been fulfilled. Let's see, get some clarification here on why we have the Four of Cups and the Page of Wands. The Three of Wands. Yes, you're very dissatisfied. You're restless. You're exploring. You've learned of something new and you want to explore different ways to achieve or get that. This is what you want. Pages love to learn about things. They have an open mind and an open heart. But your heart is closed. Your heart is telling the universe, your heart is telling God that you're not grateful. You want it, but the feeling, the appreciation for what you do have is not there. You don't trust that the universe is going to be able to give you this. The Three of Wands, we have someone who's very comfortable, very well off in their comfort zone. You can see the two wands back here, firmly planted in their comfort zone, and one wand being held forward, ready to accept this new path. They want to go on this journey. The three ships can represent your three ships coming in, but this is definitely about expansion. You're very restless. You want to step forward with this wand here. Wands represent inspiration. Spirit is the root word of inspiration. You need to align with Spirit. Align with your heart. Feel it. Let the universe, let God feel your happiness, and that you're thankful for your blessings. One more clarification card, please. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So this could be very related to work. Very related to work. And Virgo, that would be typical of you, because you are a very hard worker. You're a detail person. What you want is to be appreciated for your efforts, for your skills, your talents, and you want to connect with the public, showing them what you can do, what kind of service you can perform, and you want their trust in you, that you can work with them to fulfill a contract or work on a project. And it includes a new path for you. Okay. So you've got three, we've got a 4 and 2 3s here. You want expansion, but you feel stuck. You feel like, is that all there is? If you want happiness and you want others to appreciate and seek out your service, your talents, your skills, then that's a mutual exchange of energy when it comes to the universe. You appreciate how far you've come. You appreciate and be thankful for the blessings of talent and skill and fortune, good fortune, that have brought you to this point. And you express that gratitude, that appreciation, that happiness, and it attracts more to you. Let's look here at what you need to release. What you need to release here. The Eight of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. And let's get some clarification on why we have the Eight of Cups in the area of what you need to release. The Magician. Master Manifester. This is Mars energy. No, this is Mercury energy, excuse me. Mercury energy. Communication. Six of Wands. Okay. What Spirit is telling you here? The Magician is, this is major arcana energy here. It's the only major arcana that you have, long lasting. They're telling you to walk away from expecting, wanting public recognition and public appreciation. Walk away from trying to manifest that. In other words, when you give service, when you use your talents and your skills for the higher good, don't do it for the wrong reasons. Don't do it for attention, appreciation, glory, etc. Find your inspiration not from without. When you're learning about inspiration, like I said, Spirit is the root word of inspiration. When here's the Page of Wands, learning about inspiration. The moon is shining light on what is inspiration. You have two Spirit cards here, two Wands cards. They want you to learn what is worth being inspired for. What does inspiration really mean? And outward glory and fame and recognition is not what it means. True inspiration comes from the divine. It comes from the divine. But right now you are manifesting this desire, and you've got to let that go. You've got to walk away from that, because it is not emotional fulfilling. You just think it is. And it could be from some kind of competition, competitive atmosphere at your place of work. I'm not sure, but let's get more clarification here. You may feel like if you don't get the public recognition, then you won't get a promotion, you won't get raises. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is standing up for what you believe in. It is Wands energy. From the Six of Wands to the Seven of Wands. Okay, you know what? Someone else is getting the recognition that you think you deserve. That's what's happening. Someone else got the recognition, the admiration, the appreciation, and you're afraid that they're going to get a promotion or be assigned a new project or a transfer, something that you want. Part of what's going on is you did not they took credit for something you did. You found out about it at a time when you didn't feel like it was appropriate to stand up for yourself. You felt like it would make you look small and petty, and that's not true. You've got to let go of that. You have some very negative feelings, yes. You've got to let go of these negative feelings. This resentment, the envy, because that has not manifested for you what you intended. And Virgo, you're not the kind of person that usually seeks the limelight. I mean, yes, it's Leo season. That's about, having a lot of fun, partying, attention-loving type behavior. Let me get one more clarification card for here. And we have the Chariot. Yeah, you're going to have to let go of trying to push for advancement right now. This is your letting go. What you need to release that's no longer serving you. Maybe blind ambition. This is Cancer. It could be something that arose in Cancer season, and you've got to let go of all of that because it's just keeping you in very low vibrational state. It's sending the wrong messages to Spirit. That you're wanting things, excuse me, for the wrong reasons, and you know better. You're better than this, Virgo. It's just that something threw you for a loop. It temporarily threw you off, and it felt so unjust, that it felt so unjust, and you could not stand up for yourself for whatever reason, could not or would not. And it sort of unleashed this drive for attention and recognition and promotion, so that you became very dissatisfied with the blessings you already have. So let's see what needs to manifest here, or what you need to do to prepare for the next period of manifestation. Because we're moving into the moon phases that involve waning, getting less and less light shed upon a situation. So the moon has shed this light that you're guided yourself toward the wrong goals for the wrong reasons, and you need to align yourself again. So how can you do that with this 2 weeks where the moon is getting darker and darker until it reaches the new moon on August the 16th? This is a time when you need to introspect, reflect, do a lot of self-care, retreat. You know, Virgo, in the major arcana, you're represented by the Hermit card. So I believe that that's the energy. I can feel that's exactly the energy that you need to embrace. Not this energy. This. You need to move toward. You need to look back. Look back at who you are. What made you happy as a child? What really made you happy? Don't look at the years from your teenage years to your young adult years, where society and authority figures, peer groups programmed you to want certain things, to want status and money and a certain type of residence and a certain type of vehicle. That's programming that happens before our minds are fully mature, at about somewhere in our mid-20s. That's when our brains are fully mature and we start disregarding that. And it's a time that you can reprogram yourself. And that's what you need to work on doing during this full moon, during this waning moon, those phases of waning gibbous, first quarter, and then waning crescent, and then new moon. It gets darker and darker. Become the hermit. Become who you are in the major arcana. Retreat. Seek the calm and quiet. Find that inner light. What really makes you happy. Reprogram yourself so that you're not trying to impress and seek out what you think is going to drive you forward to meet your ambitions. So let's get clarification on this. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. In other words, this card represents a person who loves their work. What is it that brought you? Did you choose this career that you're in because you loved it, or because you knew it would be high paying, because it was a good fit for you, because your parents wanted you to become whatever this career represents, because you wanted security? What are you seeking? Re-examine everything. Look for what you love to do. What do you get lost in, where the time flies by? You're in that flow zone, where you don't even realize the effort, the energy, and you don't even know how tired you are until you put away. Do you see how this person is working on the details, finishing up these golden coins here? Now, the Eight of Pentacles is, yes, the Pentacles are earth energy, but this is represented. The Eight of Pentacles is represented by the sun in Virgo. So this is you. It's not just earth energy. And it's the sun. The sun shining brightly on you when you're doing this detailed work, refining things, just getting totally lost in it. Not paying attention to the one that's coming, not paying attention to the ones that are just stacked a little haphazardly, or the one that's waiting, but just so engrossed and engaged. And that's what you need to look for in your reflection. Go back to hermit mode. What else do we have? And we have the Five of Pentacles. And this is what's going to move you out of this. You feel left out in the cold because this person over here took some credit for what you did, got recognition they didn't deserve, and that you didn't feel like there was an opportunity to stand up for yourself or stand your ground. You reacted blindly. You reacted instead of responding. It put you in this negative mental state. And you've got to battle this. Getting into this mental state right here will help you battle feeling left out in the cold. You feel like you've been left behind, like nobody notices. Hey, wait a minute. I'm the person who, this was my idea. I'm the one who got this started. I'm the one, or this person brought to me a crazy idea. I'm the one that gave it shape, that executed it, that made it work, that refined it, put the finishing touches on it. I did all of that. Doesn't anyone notice? Well, that's irrelevant. And I know that sounds tough, but it's irrelevant. What you do what you love, and start looking more for an opportunity to stand up for yourself whenever. Find ways to prevent people taking credit for your work. One of my favorite techniques is to, if I think someone has such inclinations, is to copy emails to a higher up where it is appropriate, so they get a feeling for how much I've been involved in something. And it works very well. It keeps people informed. So communication is important here, which is why you've got the Emperor, by the way, Mercury. Communicate, and also communicating from spirit to the earthly realm. As above, so below. And following that is as within, so without. When you send this kind of insecure energy to the universe, it just feeds it back to you, more and more insecurity, and it will result in this. So during this time of reflection, you've got to raise your vibration. You've got to set your intentions, state them, state your affirmations out loud every day. Release them to the universe, to God, and trust. Have faith that they want you to be happy, to choose happiness, and to do the work that moves you toward that happiness for all the right reasons. And that's what's going to bring you karma. There's your final card here. So you follow your spirit guides. You stay in touch with that intuition. You reflect. You find out what makes you happy, and you start doing that again for the right reasons. Whatever it is about your work that you love, re-engage, reinvest. Yes, lose yourself in it. Lose yourself in it. And then you won't even notice that. You won't even notice whether or not you're getting credit. You really won't. But it still pays also to stand up for yourself ahead of time with certain people. But yes, karma, that's what's going to bring you your karma, Virgo. It's what you're meant for. Okay? It'll bring balance back into your life. The sword of truth there. The scales of balance. Okay, well, let's see what the Oracle has to give you. I've shuffled them. I shuffle all my cards ahead of time because I tend to drop them and spill them everywhere. It's very awkward with shuffling cards that are larger. So what does the White Light Oracle have for you? What have I missed? What have I not emphasized enough? Or is there just something that hasn't come through yet that you need to know? And they're giving us Devara Patra, card number 38. Let's see what that one is about. Number 38, I do see what looks like a full moon up here. I don't know if it's related to that, but we shall see. Okay, number 38. Devara Patra. Out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. All of this fits exactly with this reading. Exactly. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive, accept, receive. Have faith. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. You need to trust Spirit, God, the universe, the divine, However you connect with the divine, you trust. Now, when it comes to this person over here, you need to trust spirit in how to deal with this person. It doesn't mean you trust the person. You trust yourself. You trust yourself to stand up for yourself, and you ask for spirit's guidance in when to do that and how to do that. Hermit mode, Virgo, hermit mode. Karma's coming. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope that you'll come back for another reading, and blessings through these lunar phases. Thank you.